Good evening. I am StampinDeDe, Deanna Blackman. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and tonight is my monthly video, Dying to Know. And we are tonight going to feature Easter Lilies. So I'm excited about this, and I'm anxious to show you all of the pieces of this. Before I do, I want to remind you that the deadline for the February monthly stamp club is the 10th, which is just about 4 days away. So you have 4 more days to decide whether or not you want to participate. And it is a to-go, and will come right to your door, or you can pick it up here. This month, the February, is featuring thoughtful expressions. Look at that hummingbird. Is that not beautiful? So, all of the information about the Stamp Club is on this website, on my StampinDeDe's Doings website, Facebook business page. So if you'll go and look at that, the cards are on the video, and I would love to have you participate. Anyone in the United States can participate in that. All right, but tonight, Easter Lilies. So let me show you this in the catalog. It's in the spring mini catalog, or the January through April mini catalog. And it's on page 26. The stamp set is $24. And the bundle, which includes the dies, is $52. And you've got some samples over here. But the sentiments, the main reason I was interested in this set is the sentiments are just, they're so perfect. He is risen. What a great sentiment for Easter cards. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Peace I give unto you. You know, I have so many friends who are going through really hard things right now. And a card that just says, peace I give unto you, would, I think, be such a comfort to them. And then God is good. He is good. All the time, He's good. So these are the sentiments. And let's take a look at the stamps. So in this set, you'll have the sentiments, but you'll also have a lily die, a lily stamp. You'll have the greenery. This is the little lily pod before they open up. This is when they start opening up. And of course, that's the fully opened lily. And then you'll have a stem, and then one little collage background stamp, which is a really cool stamp, and I've used it on at least a couple of the cards. All right, so besides the stamps, you have dies that will cut out all of the stamps, as well as some standalone dies. This is a standalone die, and this one, and these 2 leaves, and this one. So I thought maybe the best way to show you this is to go ahead and die cut them and let you see what the dies look like. So this is the base die, 3 of the stems or 3 of the leaves, and then this one is normally put right on top of it. And then you have your pistons, whatever they're called, for the middle. And then this leaf can go right there. And I'm going to show you a couple of different ways that this can be used. But in essence, that's the way this goes together. Now, I cut this one twice because I have used it as a standalone die. It's really not not probably intended that way. It's this bud opening up, but I have taken it and stuck it up under like that. So I have done it that way to just to give it a little more of a support under the flower. And then of course, if you want to put your stem, you can cut your own stem, or you can come along and use this stem. Now, I found different ways to use these as I played around and explored. The way I just showed you was this one, and I bent the leaves under. They tend to, or the petals, they tend to pop back up. But there's that one. I thought that was just a really pretty flower. Let me move these two leaves. And of course your leaves, you can just stick them behind, poking out like that. Another way I did it was these two, I did the same way. This one and this one, I did the same way. But then I took this one and curved it over. And I really liked that too. It really gave it some dimension. I get these down. And I did put the little base piece under it. And the little pistil. So I spent a lot of time looking at real life images of lilies. And that's kind of how I came up with that one. Was I thought it needed to be curved, and what I did was I just turned it under and glued that down and then folded it back this way. Whereas this one is just glued completely down. All right, so what I thought we would do is I would take these pieces and play around just a little. I'm not going to make a card, but I thought we could color these and then glue them together. So I'm going to bring this under. Now, this is a perfect opportunity to use a blending technique, which is what I did on my card samples that you'll see in a minute. So I got my Daffodil Delight ink and my my little thumb thing. Why can't I think of things right now? And I'm going to use this to add color to these. I like this because it's smaller than the blending brush, and I was able to be a little more precise with my dauber. So I'm going to go this way with it. Daubers are also a really nice, inexpensive way to use the blending technique. I think that's about all I'm going to do. I'll make it a little darker right here at the bottom. Maybe pull it out just a little bit, a little more. Hold on a minute. I hope that the video is cooperating for you. It is churning and not showing. All right. All right, so I wanted to get that a little darker right there. All right, let's do this one the same way. The dauber. A little darker at the base. And then just pull the color up. Okay. And I'm going to do this piece, but I'm going to fold it under like I did on this one. I really like that. So I'll do this one, the yellow. I like to leave the ends white. All right, now this, I'm going to go ahead and color these yellow. But I'm going to come back to the little tip end where the pollen is, and I'm going to give it more of a golden brownish look. All right. That's good. Okay. Let me get my, maybe this one. This is one of the, this one is SU 500. I think it's got a little more of a golden feel to it. All right, here we go. Now let's start assembling these, and what I want to do, let me close up my ink. Get my glue. I'll take this one because it will be the base. And you know, there's lots of ways to do this. You can use your bone folder and give it a nice curve. Okay, now we're going to do this one. They're going to mash down, you know, they're going to flatten back out. But at least we'll start with it. Yep. All right, so I'm going to glue this one down. I hope I don't have to poke it again. I tried it just a minute ago and it worked. Isn't that, oh, I mean, I tried it so that I wouldn't have to do this, but, oh well, there we go. I'm gonna bring in my silicone sheet to glue on so that I don't make too much of a mess. And I'm just going to line the bottom of these up. Hold it for a minute. And then I'm going to take this and I'm just going to fold the end under, crease it, give it a crease. And I'm going to use my bone folder and just kind of give it a curl. Put my glue right here. I think I need my scissors maybe to hold it down. Then I'm going to put it right. Oh, you know what we need to do first? We need to put this on. So let me get this. And I'm going to put it right down here because I want that to be over it. I also like for them to stick up. I like dimension. Makes it a little harder to mail. It mashes it back down when you mail it, but you know, it's all right. Here we go. Get it down. Give it a chance. Now, if you choose to use this piece, I did on this one. I used that piece. You don't have to. All right. Now let me bend it over a little bit. Get it back down. All right. There we go. So that's pretty much all it takes to do this. And you just take your leaves and position them wherever you want them to be. Now, when I put up, and you'll see on my sample, when I put it on the card, I glued that little tip edge down as well. All right. There's lots of ways you can color this, lots of different colors you can use. All right. So, once again, there's that one, and there's this one, and this one. So these are the ones just using the cutouts. But what I'm going to show you, I'm going to do one card with just the die cuts. I'm going to use one card with the stamped and die cut pieces. And then one card with just stamping. Just stamping. So let's do that. Let me look over here. See if I have any questions. Hi, Kay. Thanks. Thanks for letting me know that it's all working okay. Okay. All right, let's look at our samples. I'm going back to this, Easter Lilies. All right. So here is the one with all die cuts. Let me move these off to the side. So this is the one I did with the die cuts. I did it in the book fold. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Isn't that beautiful? I just think it's so beautiful. I used the iridescent pearls. And you can see that stamp that is just sort of a subtle background. You can see the image there. And I use that on the inside. All right. That's the first one. This one is using the die cuts. The stamped and dies. All right. And the meandering meadow, I use the meandering meadow background for this. So I stamped and die cut the big ferny leaf, the little closed up pods and the bloom that's opening, and then the full flower and the stem. God is good. And I just used a piece of the paper that I had cut off for the inside. All right, so that's using the stamped and die cut pieces. So we have just the die cut pieces first. Then we have the stamped and the die cut pieces. And now, this is one I did with just the stamps. Just the stamps. So I stamped the, I just used the pods on this one and the full bloom. Use that little background stamp, our brass butterflies, and some of the crinkle seam binding white. Peace I give unto you. And I stamped the other flower, the bloom opening up. I stamped it on the inside. All right. So you can see it done all three ways. Just the die cuts, the stamped and die cut pieces and just using the stamps. So there's lots of different ways, lots of different colors that you can use for these, and they go together so easily, so easily. All right, I'll put my leaves over here. And on this one, I die cut the leaves out of soft seafoam. And then I added some old olive just to give it some dimension. All right, so that is really, they're a lot easier to do than it looks. When I first looked at all these pieces, I thought, oh man, how am I going to get that to looking like a lily? But as you can see, it's not hard at all to do. So I hope this will encourage you to give the Easter Lily bundle a try. And I hope that you will enjoy doing that. Thank you for watching. Okay, thank you for being here. And for those of you who watch the replay on Facebook, thank you so much. And I hope you'll comment and let me know that you watched it. And if you watch this on YouTube later on this evening, then please let me know. Give me a thumbs up, hit subscribe, hit the bell, and let me know that this helped you, that this encouraged you to go give this set a try. All right, have a great day, a great week, and enjoy this beautiful weather if you're in Texas. All right, thank you for watching. Bye-bye.